everyone. I am so excited to have LousieHurd with me here today, and she is the author of The Secret of Surviving in the Sea. Louise, can you tell us a little bit about your book?
Yes, I would love to. I love to talk about my book. It's a little bit hard to talk about because it has so many twists and turns in it that it's hard to say this is the, is, but basically what I like to say is that it's about people and how they meet and become important in each other's lives and their interactions, their love, their tragedies, their grief, and their healing. It's That's the best way I can say because it doesn't just have this happens and then that. It's all over the place. It has a lot of twists and turns. Yeah.
I love that. I love the twists and turns, and it sounds like this book is a lot about relationships between different people.
Yes.
Louise, what was your inspiration for writing it?
That I really don't even know, but it started with the one character, Adam, and he was just in my mind all the time. And I kind of was like, I don't know, I really loved him. I don't know why. And then I just started to, a story about him was forming in my mind. And it just, long before I ever sat down and started writing, I had this story just happening in my mind, and then other characters coming in. And I have a swimming pool here. What? Oh, I have a swimming pool here. So I was swimming at that time, swimming every day and back and forth in the pool. As I'm swimming, I'm thinking through everything that was happening in that story. And then finally, I really had it all before I sat down and said, okay, time for me to put this thing down. And then I started writing. And I think the key is that I really love my characters.
Oh my gosh, I think that is so cool how that whole story just developed in your imagination before you even
Yeah,
wrote it down.
I just don't even know why that happened. It just happened.
That is so great. And I love when authors just fall in love with their characters. I think that it makes for such a great story. Louise, is there anything else you can share about the book or the message behind the book or even about yourself?
Well, I could say a little bit about myself. I am a 75-year-old grandma and great grandma. I have 5 children, 5 granddaughters, and 5 great grandchildren. And I started writing in my 20s. I did a lot of writing in my 20s and 30s. And then a lot of things happened. I became overwhelmed with a lot of life. I was raising 5 children. And I just quit writing because I got really, really overwhelmed. And I really did not write for several years. 5.5 years ago, my husband died. And somehow it just came back to me. And I was so happy that it came back to me. And I'm loving it so much. And then let's see, the other thing you said something about myself. And then what was the other thing you said? Something.
If there's any kind of message that you want to
Oh,
share
yes.
behind your book, yeah.
Yeah. And it doesn't, it sort of has a message. It's the secret of surviving in the sea. And my sister, who was a huge help to me when I was writing it, she reread it and reread it and reread it so many times. And she loved how it became clearer and clearer how I wove the message throughout the book. But it took a lot of rereadings for her to see where all that, and how it meant the secret of surviving in the sea. And but it's kind of like how to get through life, how to get through that grief, how to get through those things that come to us in our lives.
Yes, that's so great. First, I just want to say I'm sorry to hear about your husband,
Thank you.
but you're welcome. And I also think that it's wonderful that you were able to find that love of and the time to be able to write again. I think that's so great. And
it's such a good time of my life because I'm here alone. I live alone. Everybody's grown up, except the great grandchildren. And it's just like the perfect way for me to spend my time now.
That's great. Congratulations on your book, Louise. For anybody who's interested in picking up a copy of this book, again, it's LousieHurd, and the title is The Secret of Surviving in the Sea. You can get it on barnesandnoble.com, amazon.com, and Apple Books, to name a few. Thank you so much for being with us today, Louise.
Thank you so much. Bye.